It's compelling, it's cutthroat, it's chaotic, it's clever, it's controversy and chaos, baby.
Welcome to episode 95, Controversy and Chaos.
We are your hosts. God, you know what I thought about, or that just made me think about? The simple fact that we were like pageant coaches, I guess you would say, coordinators.
So many lives. So many lives.
Granted, I did do pageants when I was a kid for like, it was for church, but I had to do, I did like 2 years in a row. No, 3 years. 2 years in a row. And I got all the way to nationals. Yeah. Look at me now. Now it's just sinful. It's like, no.
Yeah, we have done so many things.
Yeah.
Pageant.
Literally.
2 pageants, not just one.
Well, for me, it was more like a pageant and a half because the first one, I really just came in to like judge, like a practice judge. And then it was like, can you just help? And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Like, now you know good and damn well. I need help.
So yeah.
You need help. But yeah. 2 pageants, lots of lives. Too many lives.
Too many lives. But I'm like, if you don't just do shit sometimes, are you even living
For the
life?
plot,
like just live
just
life.
fucking do it.
Yeah, just
why
do
not?
It.
It's kind of like, why the fuck not? Why would I not?
Like,
why would I not do a pageant?
Why would I not? Hello? I can't even listen.
Just doing shit.
Bruno Mars now.
Oh my god, 24 Karat. Oh my god,
that album.
I went on a hiatus of that fucking album because I couldn't do it. That and fucking Haunted. I needed to just not hear it anymore. That Pretty Hurts, like, I don't really care for that song, but after that, cut it off. Don't want to hear it.
No,
skip immediately. Like, I want to take that shit off my phone. Like, I could not listen to that song. Like, just that one part, like,
yeah,
send me into oblivion. I can't do it.
I'm tripping bad.
Had to take a break from them songs right there. I could not do it.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing.
Could not. Needed a break because, that was too much.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That Versace, 24 Karat Magic. And what's the other song on that album? I don't know. Hella songs from that album was used during that daggone pageant. I'm like, between that and freaking Beyonce, good times.
Yes. Never to do again. Never to do.
Yeah, no. Although I have thought about maybe going back and being like a cheer coach, but I don't think I have capacity. So that's a no.
Girl, where? Where would you fit so many things in?
I know. I mean, like, Celine, if she starts doing cheerleading, she claims that she's interested in it. I think she just wants to wear the outfit. But,
no, Celine, yes. Yeah.
She just wants the outfit. She says she wants to golf. I don't.
Okay. We end up at golfing, but you know what?
Because she has a golf set, a little kitty golf set. So I could do this. I could do this.
You know what? Yes, you can, sister. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You sure the hell can.
For her, I think anything that requires you to wear a cute outfit, she could do.
That is sometimes like the outfit makes it better.
Yeah.
The outfit makes it better. Like, who would want to play tennis in leggings? No.
Yeah.
I'm here for the
skirt. Exactly.
I want a little skirt, little tank top. Look,
yeah.
What? I'm trying to be out here like Serena.
Stock. Exactly.
Yes.
Little accessories, cute little scrunchie. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, my child, she's definitely in it for the fashion. So I could see her doing tennis.
The fashions.
I could see her doing tennis.
The fashions. I don't even watch tennis, but I be looking at their outfits. I be like,
yeah.
Now, who made it? I was like, that's it. Like, one girl, God, I don't know. I hope maybe it was Naomi Osaka. I think it was Naomi Osaka. She had like a big bow. I think it was on her jacket. I was like,
I think I know what you're talking about.
I love that. It is so cute. Or maybe it was Coco Gauff. One of them.
Let me see.
It was one of us for sure.
One of us.
It was one of us.
Of course.
For sure.
For sure. Here with big bow. Yeah, Naomi Osaka.
Yes, I'm like, so cute. Like,
so cute. She did this a couple times. She had the black and white outfit, and then she had the green. This one. Let's see if I can see.
Yeah, that's what I saw. The green. I was like, that is so stinking cute. You need the fashions to play tennis.
You need the fashions.
You need
black
it.
one's cute.
Oh, yeah, that one's cute too. I love that. Yeah. I can see it.
Okay.
That's cute. But it's like, yeah, you need that. Golfing, little golf skirt, and you need a golf cart.
Mm-hmm.
The golf cart is a part of the golfing experience. I would just be driving a golf cart, you know?
I'm not driving the golf cart. That shit scares me. I don't know.
What you gonna fall?
Like I'm gonna tip it over. I don't know. Like maybe my turns might be too wide.
I'd be like, skirt.
I'll ride in it, but drive it, I don't know about driving.
I'd be more scared on the back, on the little back thing, like one bump and I'm flying off. No, I would rather be driving. Put me in the front part.
Most of them don't have seatbelts.
You hold on to that little bar for dear life.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
No, I'll be in the front seat driving it.
That's funny.
Driving it, a little sunglass, because you know it ain't got no little proper window.
And a little drinky drink.
A little drinky drink.
Mm-hmm.
Cute little beverage. Like, give me a high noon and I am ready to go. Mm-hmm. So when Celine ready to get on the golf course, I'll be there.
It's just such an expensive sport, but you know, yeah.
With my drink.
Bring me a little snack, a little sandwich. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're doing 18 holes. Like, it takes golfing is truly an all-day thing. Like, let's do a little 9-hole. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm over this shit.
Yeah.
Anything that's like, all right, I'm really not super interested in, and this shit takes all day. Oh my God, I'm annoyed.
And don't let a slow group be in front of you. Ugh.
See, I don't like that. In golf, you can't go around. Yeah. Is y'all done? Yeah, no, that would piss me off. Cause like, could you please put the ball in the hole so we can go? Cause I'm like, let me get my turn. Watch out. Let me just scoot on in.
3 swing maximum. You can go about your way. Okay.
I don't know how the points work, but just take a 0 and keep it moving. Take a 0. Keep that shit moving.
Anytime I've ever played golf, I've never really kept score. It's just more like this is just an activity. We're out here shooting the shit. I'm not. Yeah. And that was only 3 times. Yeah, 3 times.
I've only played golf 1 time.
Yeah.
And what was I doing? I actually hit the ball once.
Okay. Some people never hit the ball.
I hit the ball. And it went in. It went on like the second time. I hit it. It went pretty far. And I was like, okay, I'm going to hit it again. And it went in. And I was like, otherwise, let me get back to my damn cart. Yeah. That's where I want to be. Let me get back to my vehicle. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will, let's see. Don't steal my idea. Random question.
Okay, there's not one that's just like burning in my soul. So let me look at my list. He keeps this kind of lighthearted. And I wrote it down like this. No question, but random thought. This is probably like 2 a.m. I need niggas to get back to yearning. Like, really treat. I don't know why I wrote this. I said, and quote, no question, but random thought. I need niggas to get back to yearning. Like, really treating women like they're the prize. That, I feel like, will reset the dating pool. LOL. Women want to feel wanted. Men want to feel needed. Niggas get back to yearning. Why did I write that?
Like, what were you watching on TV?
Or TikTok? I don't know.
When this thought just like popped into your mind. But
I'm trying to
I wholeheartedly concur.
I know what it was, but go ahead.
Well, now tell me before you forget.
This is kind of weird, but you know Tizo Touchdown? Okay, he's this artist who like looks like a heavy metal grunge type of like person, but like he sings in like a very like 90s R&B-esque way. And he really be yearning. And I'm like, I see why the girls are into you because he has like a whole cult-based fan base. He looks crazy. He has a whole cult like base of women that see him and think he's just like this sex symbol. And I'm like, I didn't understand.
Oh my God.
Right. I didn't understand it. I looked, I'm like, why y'all going crazy over him? If you look at his comments, the bitches are going crazy. I'm like, what is happening? What am I not seeing? But then I started listening to his music and I said, aha, you are a yearner. That's what it is.
Are these nails?
Yes. The braids, with the braids. He be wearing jerry curls, wigs, fink waves. Girl, he be doing it all. And the hoes love it. Yeah.
This makes me very concerned.
Look at his comments. If you go to his TikTok.
I'm scared.
I didn't understand it.
Now I gotta hit some records. Because I'm scared.
There's one song with him. It's on Mike Will Made It's album. It's him and Ludacris. It's called Deeper.
Yes, honey.
You gotta close your eyes. You got to close your eyes. You don't understand. I would see girls on TikTok, women of all ages, young hoes, the old hoes, the mid hoes like us, like, and I just was not understanding.
Okay.
You on his TikTok? It's about.
Okay.
He's a yearner.
You know, Alternative. Not my style.
Not mine either, but at least he's doing it. He ain't on here calling people bitches and hoes all day.
I give it to the man. Not my. I don't know nothing about that.
He has a few little bops that I like.
Okay. No, let me not judge, because some people be funny looking and I be like, I don't see the lore.
But I feel like he makes himself funny looking. Like, I want to see what he looks like just like in regular like nigga gear. Like, put on a sweatsuit. Like, put on a t-shirt and some
not in his drag.
Yeah, not in his drag get up. I'm like, what in the Prince is going on here? Like,
but sometimes I feel like that might be helpful. Now I'm about to get off topic, but whichever. But yes, I feel like the men need to realize y'all are not bad bitches.
They are not. Why y'all want to be bad?
And there's nothing cute about a man baddie. Like, yuck. Where did we lose the plot? Like, so many like men in general, not just like in music, just in general, the male species. I don't know what's happening, what happened, how we got here, but it's gross. And I want the timeline to be restored to when they realize, like, first of all, you need the women. When men stopped liking women, well, most of these men never liked women at all. But I don't know what it is when it comes to, like, I just don't know what it is. And it's so just like,
the women are going to hate me for saying this. The women are going to hate me for saying this, but bring back gender norms, okay? Bring back gender roles, all the things. The equality is what's whooping y'all ass when it pertains to how men and women in a relationship. I'm not talking about platonic and out there in the world or in the workforce. I'm talking about in a relationship. I feel like that's what's really getting us fucked up, because the men want to be bad bitches and the women they just strong black women or strong women in general. It's like the level of independence is like, I don't know how to explain it without sounding like toxic femininity, but it's like, be independent but still give a little sprinkle of damsel in distress. It has to be balanced. You can't just be like straight up, yeah, I'm an independent woman and blah 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 blah, and then men, I don't know how to explain it. It's a very warped mentality, but I do think that we need a little hard reset in order to restore a little bit of normalcy amongst the men and women and how we exchange amongst each other.
Yeah, I think it kind of just needs to go back to Lita Brass. Like, it kind of just needs to go back that way and sit that way. But I think that also, like, people need to realize that you can have both. Like, you can be just as independent.
The woman could be the prize and the man could be a catch. That was the thing.
Yes. Those two things can and should exist. And also, it's like, you can be very much independent. I can handle myself, but I be feeling like a lot of the men don't take initiative. Like, their initiative is gone because I guess they don't really have to.
Right.
I think in some instances,
a lot of women are leading in areas that they don't need to lead.
Yeah, but also sometimes it just be like, where did the quality of people go? Why are people just like terrible? And it's just like, did y'all parents stop raising y'all? Like, what happened? Where did we get to where we at now? Because even when we were in college 10 years ago, we didn't have these kind of problems. It was never like we were competing with the men.
No.
Never.
No.
We were never competing with the men. So I just don't understand how we got to the point where it feels like we're in a constant competition. And I feel like maybe it is the level of independence, because we are making more money. We're more educated. We're doing so many things that it's just like, what you gonna do? But also the whole conversation of like, oh, what do you bring to the table? Like, once all those things kind of started being introduced, it was kind of like, where are we going with this?
Yeah.
The pseudo men started getting mics and taking over.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just kind of like, oh, now it just seems like overarchingly, it's like, oh, all of y'all actually hate women. Not in a sense of you're gay, but you don't like women at all. You don't like smart women. You don't like independent women. You don't like women at all unless you feel like you have something over it.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just like, I am very independent. I do my own shit. I don't really need my husband to help me do anything. But it's just like, no, certain things I'm just not fucking doing. Like, you know me, I'm not taking out no trash. I'm not opening no door. I'm not doing these things because I'm a lady at the end of the day. So handle it.
Even
do
that. But then you get into the conversation of what does it mean to be a lady? What does it mean to be feminine? Because again, not to bring, the LGBTQIA community into it, but there is a sense of, I'm a lady. I feel like a lady. I want to be a lady, but you're not doing feminine things or you're not presenting the theys. If you are a transgender person and you're presenting as a woman, then and you want to be a woman, that's one thing. But the flip flopping back and forth between I'm masc and feminine, I'm this and that, there is a level of confusion. I'm sorry, there just is. I don't be understanding, which is why I be doing so many deep dives because I want to understand all people. But I just don't know that if the flip flopping back and forth aids to being progressive in the way in which they think it is. Yeah. I would love to talk to an LGBTQIA person. And not even
actually, I could say like, I actually don't know.
And I also don't encounter many LGBTQIA people in my normal everyday life either. Most of the stuff is just like, I see it on social media, so I do a deep dive, like, I want to know more about this. But as far as day-to-day life, this is not something that really pops up in my daily life. So I typically don't care. But for the sake of conversation, I think there also might be a little something there too.
I don't know. I guess I never really thought about it like that because like
never
I don't know, maybe I was just like I never really had to. So it's like I don't kind of know what dating is like in that community. I don't really know because
of the fluidity aspect of it.
No, not necessarily the fluidity aspect of it, because really I can't say like how they handle, how they do things, what their social norms within the community, what those things are, and how that translates into relationships, how that translates into dating. I don't know. Whereas in the heterosexual world, it's kind of like that's the only place I've been in, only pond I've ever been in. So it's like I know what to kind of like operate and maneuver here, and I kind of like know what I see. I feel like there's been a sharp change in the way that men and women interact with each other. I think COVID had a lot to do with it as well. I think that people stopped knowing how to interact with each other. It just got very muddy. And it's just like, what's going on? Like, what happened? When did everybody get so like nasty,
unfortunately,
and rude and just...
I think a lot of it has to do with the simple fact that we are now sharing thoughts and opinions publicly opposed to just amongst our friend group. On social media, you could be dropped off anywhere. And someone who doesn't have a developed opinion on certain things could be swayed in either direction or whatever, even if it's just educational, or even if it's something like the late Kevin Samuels. You get what I'm saying? That was definitely during the COVID era and what changed a lot of how men talked about dating or even how they even showed up in the dating world from what we see.
Yeah. I think those conversations share like sprinkle, like it all kind of like kind of is a culmination of the things. I think the way women have behaved changed. And some of it is like, in some instances, I feel like rightfully so. In some instances where it has always kind of been that women have to be so small in order, like, you got to be small. You got to make yourself smaller because you don't want to outdo the man. It's just like, but when you start get more educated, you get more money, you do all things. I feel like that transition in women, especially Black women, has changed so much. It's kind of like there's no turning back now. So now how do we change like the landscape where it's like, I can be all those things, but you still have to do this as well. Me being successful shouldn't be a shot to your ego.
Right.
Me financially having more means than you shouldn't like burn your ego. Like it shouldn't make you want to be nasty towards a person, which really that's some internalized shit that you got to go figure out.
But even with that, don't you think that now more than ever, there are way more men that are comfortable with the idea of being, let's say, a stay-at-home dad or, allowing the woman to take that sort of role is more normalized now. You don't think so?
I know of. I don't know no damn stay-at-home dad.
Maybe that, not that I know personally, but I've seen it more often than not. Or even honestly, when I'm thinking back about just people that I know in general, the mom was chasing her career or had this, like, let's say the mom was like an attorney or something, or the mom was a doctor. It's very rare that you're going to find like a Huxtable type of situation where both parents are these high level careers at the same time with all these damn kids. So I don't know. I don't want to give any examples because I'm not trying to put nobody's business out there.
Yeah, but I don't feel like really, I guess necessarily that there's anything wrong with being a stay-at-home dad, but it's like you're still a man at the end of the day. I don't care if you stay at home or not. If the couple decides that, okay, this is how the wife gets to have her career, if her career is going to be a demanding one, being an attorney is a demanding one. If you have a role where you got to travel, you have to do all these things. Yeah. When it comes to like raising a family, some decisions got to be made. So if it's like, okay, it's more conducive for him to stay at home, that's completely fine. But it's also the way that you handle it. One, you being the person that stays at home should not be a shot to your ego. Well, now you're being mean to me.
Right.
Because you personally are feeling some type of way. You're not feeling man enough or whatever. That is, I feel like those are internal.
Women sometimes, though. I think that definitely can happen amongst women who decide to, right, because I now decided to have kids, I'm not going to chase my career or do this or do that. But now you're resentful to your partner who is.
Yeah, and that's something that you have to go and you got to deal with that. I think that when it comes to like picking and choosing who's going to be the breadwinner or who's not, like sometimes I feel like that whole concept has been, is a problem. It's just like, if y'all are a unit, what does it fucking matter? At the end of the day, like, I feel like a lot of people's self-worth gets wrapped up into
their career.
Money. It get wraps up into like, oh, I want to have the titles, I want to have the things. When sometimes at the baseline, it's just like there should be a mutual respect between both parties. Yeah, and when that respect ain't there, yes, it's like you can't have both without whether it's the man staying at home, whether it's the woman staying at home, the other person's role and what they're doing is just as important because it's allowing you to do these other things. One person's sacrifice is enabling you to take the baton and fucking run with it. I'm handling all this shit here, which is just as important as what you're doing. Just because one person works and one person has a 9-to-5 job, because being a stay-at-home anything is a fucking job. It is a lot of work. So it's when like you start not seeing it, yes, it's like when you start not seeing each other as equal is when it becomes a problem. And when I feel like in just outside of not necessarily like keeping it contained within marriage or within families, I feel like relationship wise, when one person feels like they're over the other or that they have to be over the other person is where it's a lot of disconnect. And I feel like from what I see and what I hear from people who are dating, that seems like what the disconnect is. Everybody kind of like wants the one up. It's like, oh, you can't be bigger than me. I got to be the biggest. I got to be this. And it's like, it's a lot. It seems like it's a lot of ego shit going on.
But do you feel like it always goes back to finances though?
I think a lot of things go back into finances because that's where a lot of people attach their self-worth.
And see, here's my thing when it comes to finances with dating, right? It's like, obviously we're not in a dating world, but we have a lot of friends who date who are in that world. And I feel like I don't understand men that get upset with women requiring or having an expectation of certain financial things when most of the time men lead with money. So even that disconnect is just a little confusing to even me because it's like, okay, if you're first courting someone and your main thing is 5-star Michelin dinners and this and the third trips, that I don't understand why in your mind you're now confused as to why a woman now has this expectation of you to do said thing. Should she be appreciative? Yes. And should she be, of course it's how you go about it, but I don't feel like the expectation now makes her a gold digger. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this is where you led with. This is the foundation you laid for your said relationship.
Yes. And sometimes I feel like in those situations, those really be a lack of respect. And I feel like men who operate like that are just pseudo men. They're just fucking pretending. They're just fucking pretending. They're just putting on airs. I want you to feel like I'm bigger than this, but it's like, but really you're not. Because really, I feel like people who really have it, and it's just like, this is just my normal life, you're not tripping on it. It's like, I'm not going to be like, oh, how much money do you need? How much do you this? It's like, if I'm already living this life and I can do this for me and you, it don't matter. I'm not concerned about that. But it's like,
to me, it always
you
seems
tried to put on airs and make yourself bigger than what you were. So now when it's just like, well, you set this up, now you're upset that I'm asking for it. It doesn't make sense.
Maintain it because it wasn't real.
Exactly. So it's like, and that's why I'm saying this is a whole like pseudo male kind of thing. This isn't who you actually are. It's like who you feel like you need to be in order to get this kind of woman. And let's be honest, when people behave that, you're trying to attract a particular type of person. And then when you get that person and it's like, you wanted that just it's for the ego tick. Like, yeah, I did that, but you don't want to have to really do what it takes to sustain that. And now it's like, oh, now it's a problem. It's like, because it was fake. You was putting on airs and you couldn't keep up with it. Don't do that.
Yeah. It's
same thing, vice versa for women. Don't do things that you can't keep up with. Don't put these feelers and these expectations out. I'm very big on what you expect from someone else. You should be able to give that in return. So if you're expecting a 5-star dinner all the time, do I feel like the man should always pay? Absolutely. But let's not get it fucked up now. I got this one. But if you say no, I'm cutting this card back in my wallet quickly, judiciously. But it's like, you should be able to do those same things when you're in more of a like, now we're in an actual relationship, we're continuing to date, there's no one else in the picture. Yes, I have no problem paying for things, but it has to be the same thing consistently. I can't ask you for something that I can't provide for myself. That's just for me, because I'm like, let's just not fucking pretend.
And some women wouldn't agree with that, though. Some women would be like, well, I'm not going to be with anyone who doesn't have more than me or can't provide me an elevated life, maybe. That's how some people think. Some women specifically. In my mind, I'm just like, I just think that's just a dangerous game to play, because at any point it could all be taken away and then you're going to be sitting here, what?
Yeah, I personally, that's why I feel like, okay, if I can't do it for myself, I'm not expecting. Now, when we move on to a situation of like, we're planning a actual life together, things change.
That's different. Right now we're talking about dating. We're not talking about marriage.
And even within like dating, I don't think it should be the expectation that you're paying my rent while we're dating. Like we ain't at that point. I'm not asking you to buy me a house. No. Because at any given point in time, like you said, you could take this away from me. If we're now in a situation where it's like, oh, it's this much financial means and all of these things, then if we're moving to a place where now we're starting, it's like, okay, we want to build a life together. Here's what that looks like. Now, if you feel like, I actually long-term don't want to be, I want to be a stay-at-home, whatever. Because you might not want to be a mom. I just want to stay at home. I don't want to work. If your spouse is like, okay, cool, that's fine. I don't want my significant other to have to work. That is within y'all household. I think what a lot of people get fucked up is they start looking at everybody's thing and just like, I want that. And it's like, no, you have
don't
to
know
build
what that is.
You don't know what that is. You don't know behind those closed doors what it takes to actually have that. Some people, they crying. Everything's fucking shambles. But it look nice.
Yeah.
When it's like, you want to cry in a Honda or you want to cry in a Rolls Royce, some people going to choose, I want to cry in a Rolls Royce. But it's like, me, I don't want to cry at all. So fuck your Honda.
Just not cry?
Yes, it's like, fuck your Honda if you're making me cry. Fuck your Rolls Royce if you're making me cry. I don't want to cry at all, so I'm not dealing with either one of these. But some people be like, I feel like I could only have A or B. They don't realize that I can create a C. I could literally do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
They don't realize that. So it's just
tailor your life to you.
Yes, they'll choose what they feel is the lesser of two evils. It's like, well, if I'm going to be crying, at least I can cry fabulously.
Yeah. Just like, how about I just don't want to cry?
How about I just don't want to cry? And sometimes it's like, you know what? Yeah, this is all not working for me in general, but everybody needs to just structure the things the way that they want it and stop believing all the shit that you see, because the shit that you see, and maybe it's because I live in Atlanta and it's like, you be seeing some shit and you can see through the bullshit quickly, easily. You can see through the facades, see the walls come down, and you're like, wait a minute.
This ain't what you portraying it to be.
You realize that all the shit that you're seeing is a fucking green screen. It's not real. It's not there. You see it in abundance. So it's just kind of like, okay, I can't do that. I got to focus on what is good for me and just operate and move that way. It's not a blanket statement. It's not the whole like, this makes you a high value woman. This makes you a high value man. This makes it like, please stop with the bullshit. It's just saying a bunch of words and it's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, real people who are in real relationships, that are in healthy, successful relationships, a lot of those things that people focus on in dating or what have become the hot dating topics really don't be nothing. They really don't be nothing.
Discussing these things aren't even in these situations or even married or any of the above. I do think that, yes, you can have a conversation and give your opinion about dating and relationships, whether single or married, but to market yourself as a guru or to think that your opinion is the end all be all, I think it's crazy. Like, no, it's not a one size fits all type of situation here.
Yeah, it's
and then on top of that, the idea that you're training someone to attract a certain group of man is like, well, you really don't know what you're about to get. Like, you really don't.
Like I said, it's a lot that comes with it that you may not always know. So it's like, it look like the grass is greener, but that shit is spray paint. It's not real.
And guess what? Even if it is real, it might be certain things about that you really just don't have the bandwidth to deal with. It might be above you, like certain things you can't handle.
Yeah, I think that people should just have standards in which they uphold, which is the same thing. Standards that are rational, standards that make sense, standards that you yourself can uphold. It's like, if I'm telling you that you are going to treat me like X, Y, and Z, I have to be able and willing to treat you like X, Y, and Z. Point blank, period. Yeah, and I feel like people will be a lot happier. Let's just have basic respect. Let's just actually date. Let's see if we like this person. Let's not try to, like, soon as we meet them, now we get in an apartment, we trying to do all this shit. I need you to pay my bills. Whoa. Let's back it up. It's like people meet.
People don't know how to date.
And then be trying to like fast forward. And it's like, but you didn't even get to know them. Like, you would have known all of these things about them if you asked questions, if you spent time with this person.
If you didn't rush.
If you didn't rush.
And sometimes it might not feel like you're rushing. It might just feel like, whether it's because you're being love bombed or because it feels good, it feels right, so you just keep going with it. But sometimes you have to think and use your discernment, especially as an adult.
Yeah, you have to just like, okay, cool. I could not date right now. I literally would be.
Yeah, no, I say that all the time.
I would be that person that's 1000% just single. I would be in the house. Not even like really be in the house. I don't think that
it wouldn't be a focus.
It wouldn't be a focus. I don't think in this climate that's what I necessarily would focus on, because it just seems like it's just shit everywhere.
Wait, did we even answer the random question?
Well, it wasn't a question. It was a thought that niggas need to be yearners.
Yeah. Y'all niggas don't like to chase no more. Y'all don't like a little cat mouse. Y'all don't like that?
No, everybody just wants instant gratification.
How
they want
boring.
It right now. They want it. They don't want it to be hard. They don't want it to be like, I actually got to work. You used to have to actually work just to get the phone number. But then people don't even talk on the phone. People communicate through DMs.
Talking about something. Yeah, we was texting and then it's a DM. I'm like, wait, y'all don't even have each other's phone number?
Like,
y'all talk on WhatsApp, on Snapchat, on DM.
I don't understand that.
So I don't want them to have my phone number. Why?
You don't want
them if you didn't. Like, I'm confused. Same thing.
You don't want a person to have your phone number,
but you want to entertain them.
It's very weird. It's so. Oh my God! It's just so.
This is not meant for us. I can't understand it.
It's so weird. Like, dating is its own thing. The whole like, oh, we talking. Too many people be sneaky links and like. Why is every person you with a sneaky link? I don't understand. That's not what that's for. It just be so, the waters are too muddy. Sun in the water ain't clean. And it's just sad. It's a mess. And I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But also, there was another article that was pretty much talked about this whole thing, how like Gen Z basically, that they're lonely. That they're lonely, and then they're finding that they probably won't end up married. And a lot of it boiled down to like the whole like, basically research that was done in the article is they researched all these different countries, and the question was, how do they feel that women should behave? And it's like, oh, do you feel like women should overarchingly, like, no questions asked, basically listen to men? The countries where
like anybody should just listen to anybody. Like, what the hell?
Like if you're the wife, every man says goes 1,000%. Don't question it. Don't. No. If he says jump, you better say how high. Not even ask how high. You just better start jumping and hope that it's enough. That's how overarchingly. And you know which country was very close to the top of the list. Who's top 3? The United States. And it's just like, I wonder why y'all are lonely, because it's just like that article broke it down. And from what they said, it's just like they want women to be well behaved and just
that takes submission
listen to them.
To a whole nother
they
level.
Want the red pill kind of man walking around, and that seems like that's the overarching, like the current like Gen Z, that whole dating pool, that's what it is. It's like all these red pill like people running around with these unrealistic ass expectations.
I just felt like
I was honestly like when I was looking at the list, I gotta go back and see if I can find it. But when I was looking at the list, like a lot of European countries were like very bottom on the list, but they're the countries that you expect, like countries like Sweden. You expect them to be very far on the list because their quality of life is so much different than what we have going on over here. In other countries, capitalism exists everywhere, but the way that other places do things and the way that we do them here are totally different. And the United States is still very much in that mindset that one person has to be in control, and that person that's in control is the man. And it's like, women, you be damned.
Yeah. Well,
it's like no common ground. So it's like, I get it, but I don't know what to tell y'all. It's a mess. Just like start over.
Nah, Control, Alt, Delete, reset
it. Like, we need to get back to the normal timeline. I don't know what's been happening since 2020, but we just need to reset. We need to figure out how we're going to get back on the right timeline, because it's just not working.
Yeah, I feel like society has became so progressive in certain ways, and then other ways it's like, whoa, reel it back in a little bit.
Yeah, it's like people want modernization, but it's also like in certain instances, like, oh, I want traditional. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Even that whole notion, that's a conversation for a different day. I don't understand it.
What?
I don't understand when people be like, I want a traditional wife, or I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean?
The trad wives, brother.
I don't know what that means. It's like,
brother.
Okay. But when people say that, I just like, okay, not enter in that conversation, because
no shade. I feel like a lot of these things are very like white people things that people of color are trying to adopt, but it's like, we don't live in the same world that they live in. Like, that also is a topic for a different day.
It's a topic for a different day. Like, the assimilation.
Yeah.
You cannot. Like,
well,
to each his own. Thoughts and prayers.
All the above.
I don't know.
All the above.
I don't know, but I'm going to hope for a timeline reset for y'all.
Yeah.
And hopefully everybody could just get some fucking sense and get back on track.
Because think about it. We have daughters. Those daughters, maybe not tomorrow, but they will date. What is that going to look like? Again, topic for another day. Yeah. I'm
going to just mentally choose to believe that good people with sense still exist.
I think they do. I just think that we have to teach our children to be good people and have discernment. It starts in the home. They may stray a little bit. They ain't going to go too far. Starts in the home.
Quite literally. Topic for a different day.
Yeah.
Some prayers. To everyone involved. Yes. That was episode 95.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.